It does not have to be frigid outside for it to be dangerous enough to the point you could lose your life.
Death investigations are underway in 2 separate cases in one day where the people were found deceased outdoors, and that includes the death of an elderly woman.
News 5 investigator Tara Morgan now with what we've learned and precautions you should take for you and your loved ones.
A 72-year-old woman found dead outside Forest Hills Place Assisted Living in Cleveland Heights. The city says she could not get back into the building and appears she succumbed to the inclement weather. It was just after 8 in the morning Monday. 4 hours later in Parma, another death investigation. A 47-year-old man found in his driveway on Chesterfield Avenue. Parma police say his family last spoke with him on Christmas Day.
It was quite a shock for us to hear about that.
Michael Becerra's daughter lives close by. They knew him for 10 years, saying he was friendly and watched the neighborhood.
He was there by himself, so unfortunately didn't have anybody to watch after him. So timing was horrible.
Both cases are awaiting autopsies for exact cause of death. It's not known how long either had been outside.
The really young and the really elderly patients have a really low ability to adapt to that. It doesn't take very long at all.
Emergency medicine Dr. Andrew Yoakum at Cleveland Clinic Akron General says we are all susceptible, but underlying medical issues and how prepared you are can all play factors in your survival. And it doesn't have to be bitter cold.
You can have hypothermia when it's 50 or 60 degrees outside if you're in those conditions long enough and if you don't have the appropriate attire on.
Dr. Yoakum says they've recently seen frostbite injuries and hypothermic patients in sub-zero temperatures like during the blizzard. He says both can set in within minutes and be irreversible within an hour.
Even a young, healthy person goes outside, maybe thinks they're only going to be out there for 15 or 20 minutes and shovel the driveway, and then you fall down. If you don't have a way to get a hold of anyone, or, God forbid you hit your head and pass out, it really would only take a matter of an hour.
Dr. Yoakum says you begin to shiver and then have trouble moving your hands and muscles. He says if it gets worse, people will have an altered mental state.
And sometimes that gets misdiagnosed. People think that they're intoxicated or maybe that they're head injured. And really it's just that they're cold and their brain isn't functioning well. And then on the far end of the spectrum, it can result in cardiovascular collapse and death.
I'm News 5 investigator Tara Morgan.
The doctor says in mild cases, you need to get warmed up quickly, so remove all your wet clothing and get in a heated room. In extreme cases, warm IV fluids are used to get body temperatures back up.